Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Morale Booster with John Ughulu. And today I have as a guest, Wanda D. Hollis. Wanda is a media guru. She is a media business coach, and she will be able to talk to a lot of us about how to get into the media. I personally would learn a lot from her. So for those of you watching, please stay tuned and remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also watch the live video on YouTube. So thank you very much, Wanda, for joining me on this program.
Thank you for having me, John. Thank you for having me. I don't know if I would quite put guru though. That's a big name.
Wow. Well, you are good at what you do. You know, that's why I decided to call you on the show so that some of us who are new, like myself, I'm new in the podcast and the media stuff. So I know I would be able to learn a lot from you, just like my viewers. So Wanda, can you please tell me what you do and how you got started?
Well, what I do currently is I produce a show called the I Am Enough Talk Show based in Atlanta on Status Network, which is right here in the heart of Atlanta. It's on Manifest TV. And I've been doing this show now for about maybe going on 4 years.
Okay.
I got started in media about 10 years ago because of the market. I am also a licensed realtor. At that time, I was on the West Georgia board as a director. And the media started flipping upside down, and it was like things were not so great in the real estate business, I should say. Right. So I had to figure out a way to promote my product, which was servicing customers and people in the field of real estate. And so I decided to broadcast live, and what I did was I created my very first show, which was called Wanda D Real Estate and More, and we actually streamed. I showcased the homes of my customers, clients, and also brought in individuals, the community people, to showcase their businesses as well. And I would also teach people, like it could be a subject of first-time home buyers, or how to save money on your taxes by owning real estate, credit repair, all of that kind of in that kind of arena. And so it just grew from there. And then what led me to what I do now, which is coaching in the space of media, and also accountability and mindset. All of that's like, you have to have it all to, first of all, present yourself. So I do a show now called, like I said before, the I Am Enough Talk Show, where your dreams matter. And on that platform, I help individuals, business owners, coaches, and counselors, entrepreneurs help get in front of the media. I teach you how to present yourself, how to develop a lot of elevator pitches and stuff like that. Right. So, and I love it. So that's the passion behind it.
Yes, and when you have the media experience, it helps you become an influencer. That's one thing I like about it. You can help people, and you can reach out to as many people as possible. The number of people you can reach out to is limitless. I really do appreciate that. You have a handful, and that's good. It shows you are a strong woman. So how's the work-life balance?
The work-life balance is very great for me because they understand what I do, and I've transitioned, I don't have to fight the family to work, because I have unorthodox hours of working. Like Saturday is a normal work day for me. I have flexibility because I am self-employed, and my family understands that what my work consists of. Sometimes it means going out of town, travel. I also do, a lot of speaking in this area as well. So I have to, I should say, we've all had that come to Jesus meeting, and they understand who I am. Right. So for me, I think it's a cool balance. Some people would looking in would say it's a crazy, you know, hectic lifestyle, but it works for me. You know, it works for me. So
Okay. So what's your schedule like regarding your talk show? What's the schedule like for that?
well, I do several, and I forgot. I didn't even mention the other pieces that I do as a funnel, and I'll talk about that as well, if time permits.
Oh,
From 7 to 9. I also do a wake up winning call inside of Facebook every Monday through Friday at 6:11
all right. Sorry
a.m.
to interrupt you. I lost you at a point. Probably the
Okay.
internet connection was poor. Can you start with the schedule one more time? The
Okay.
time.
So I was saying I do I'm on several different platforms. So
Okay.
the I Am Enough talk show, Where Your Dreams Matter, that broadcasts on first and third Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
And then I do a group. We have a group inside of Facebook called the Wake Up Winning for Entrepreneurs.
Okay.
That we broadcast there Monday through Friday at 6:11 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
Eastern Standard Time. And we also have another broadcast that we do in the Winning Evening News, and that's on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. So, and what networks are those programs on? What platforms?
The I Am Enough talk show, we're in 40 countries. We're on Roku, Fire TV. We're also on all social media platforms, so YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope. You know, we got those on lock. And then the other ones, I'm just inside of the Facebook. And then what we do though, my team, we take it and we clip it out, so then you can also find it on my website. You can find it on YouTube, and you know, sometimes we post in Instagram, you know, little clips and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. That's good. So, prior to you getting into the media business, were you actually, what were your limitations? What limitations were you anticipating or were you having?
Say that again. I didn't hear the first
Yeah.
part of the question.
Okay, so before getting into the media business, what were your challenges?
Well, before media, like I explained before, I was in real estate, so I really wasn't that involved in real estate. Now I did, funny, life always comes back around on 180, because in my younger days, I went to school for communications, but I
Okay.
didn't go in that path of broadcasting, although that's what I originally started out with, and I diverted and went into business. So my challenges then, I would say, was really like a blessing, because I figured out the power in media and how media was very necessary for my business, and I was able to have that foresight and think outside the box, and I'm always figuring out how to leverage media in everything I do, and this is what I encourage other people to do.
Right. So how were your first segments like?
Oh, they sucked. I mean, who knows? I don't know. You know what? I can be real transparent here, because I was blessed to not be by myself. You know,
Okay.
I did have someone that was my engineer, so all I had to do was get in front of the camera. And because I've hosted events like ever since I can remember, I
Right.
had a lot of just natural ability of speaking and engaging and listening.
Okay.
So I had someone to be there, you know, doing the typing, and she would do the lower thirds as the names would pop up. So it made me look fancy. But if I had to do it myself, I wouldn't have did it. You know, I don't think, I still don't do it. I just get to the interview. Like, you know, tell me what you got to talk about, and you know, I want to dive in deep to the interview. But I would say another thing that most people's challenges be that they feel like they're not prepared or they want to
Right.
look a certain way. But with me, John, I just wanted to get to it because I tell you, I was at a point in my life when I first started, it was sink or swim in my business. And I felt like the media part was what
The
allowed
way
me
to
to
bring
be
it
able to
back up. Right.
swim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, because I know things can only get better.
absolutely.
All you need is persistence. So that's what I'm still trying to communicate with some of my clients, because I'm a
Yeah,
coach, and a lot of people feel they need all the confidence in the world to start.
no,
Keep telling them, when you have a vision, the first thing is for you to be determined, and the next thing is for you to take action.
absolutely.
Just take action. It can only get better. But
That's
when
right.
you're procrastinating and waiting for the right time where you would have the full confidence, trust me, you would not have it.
Yeah,
So for the people watching this show, persistence is key. Action is very important. I keep saying determination plus action gives you results. So get started, and with time, you will definitely improve. Just like myself, when I watch some of my videos at times, I laugh. But I know one thing is sure, it will definitely
it
get
will get better.
better. Right.
And you have to look at yourself, because I do it now. Every time I do it, every time I talk, every time I do a talk, whether it's live or behind the camera,
Right.
I always look, and there's always something that you'll wish you
Mhm.
had said. There, you always have a moment. I didn't know, oh, it's time to take a sip. Okay, I'll take a sip. There's always something that you feel like you didn't say, or you should have said, or you could have said it differently. And
Right.
that's why I said max out, do more, just do more, do more, do more, go all in. And we live in a very special climate right now, and that's giving us access. Before, you had to be, only on mainstream media to be seen.
Right.
Now the mainstream media is social media. That's the
Right.
mainstream media. So
Right.
I teach people, like, leverage the accessibility of what we have, and then learn how to max out on it. It's great to make mistakes, so then you know what to correct. It's great
Yep.
for people to critique you, so you know how to get better.
Right.
You want some people, you want a lot of critics around you, so
True.
then that would help you just get better.
Yeah. So apparently you must have a very tough skin, because you're going to have both the positive and the negative criticism.
Absolutely.
But whatever the case would be, it's a learning process. There's always a learning curve. Yeah. Okay. So do you offer any kind of coaching programs for people who might be interested, or people who want to get into the media business?
I do. I have and then and I'm also going to give your viewers some little few tips if we have time. But I do
Right.
have a program. It's called the Platinum Media Mastery Program. And this program identifies with, like, the top 5 things that people should understand. And
Okay.
I really dive in deep with that. And one thing, uh-oh, was that me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear any other noise behind me, or just
No,
me?
no, just you.
Okay. So I was going to say, so in the program, we cover 5 things of how to get on the media, be effective, and make more money. One thing is that I talk about how to break those mental blocks, what we were just talking about,
Right.
and how to build up self-confidence.
Right.
The other thing is how to get prepared to be on the media. And one tip I could tell you is, a lot of people don't do things like professional photo shots and, get their EP kits in order, to
Yeah.
get ready to present to the big companies to say, hey, here I am. This is the subject that I teach on. So I
Right.
show people how to do that. And I
Okay.
also show you how to build a stronger brand, because your brand is more than your logo. It's everything that you do. And if
Yeah.
you're on media, people automatically go and say, well, who's John? And they start Googling you. Well, you
Right.
don't want to have something that's totally opposite of what you're presenting yourself to your to your clients, and then they say, John, this is you, and you're like, oh yeah, but that was a bad day, like,
Right.
no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Another thing is I show people how to create content in that mastery program for social media, and also for other styles of media,
Right.
because there's different media, not just the video media, but you have your written media, and you have you have your blogs,
Right.
you have your mainstream media, and you have your kind of like underground media. So I show people how to create content for those different types of medias. And the other thing I do is helping people identify what the right client is, because
Okay.
then that way you will go after you'll spend less time talking to people that don't connect with you.
Right.
Like you want to know your exact
Sphere of influence.
proposition for
Yeah.
business.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we cover in that program. And I also give like a free strategy session, or I should say a free discovery session. So if anybody wanted to get that information, they can just send me an email,
Okay.
or just go to the program and register.
Right. So do you have a telephone number you can give on air right now so that my viewers can actually reach out directly?
I don't have a telephone number, but I do have a email account.
Okay.
So they can go to Wanda D at I am enough. Let me see. Wanda D at I am enough365.com.
Okay, so I am enough365d.com is your
Uh-huh.
website. So you can,
Mhm.
yeah, just say the website out so that they can always.
The website is www.IamEnough365.com.
Okay. All right. I'll have that displayed. They should be able to see that on the screen right now. Not a problem. Okay, sounds good. So do you charge a high fee for your coaching, or it's affordable?
I think it's a great value for what you get. I wouldn't say I'm at the top of the chart, but I am not. It's worth it,
Okay.
because one thing I do in my coaching is I teach people how to set prices and how to negotiate, because these are things that I learned from being in real estate. And I find that people value what they pay for. So
Okay.
if you give away a lot of free stuff, people won't value it. But you can connect with me in certain areas where you'll get a lot of information, like join we have a group, uh, uh, the Wake Up Winning for Entrepreneur group.
Hmm.
Like that's a group that you get lots of free information, lots of how
Okay.
to's, so but when it comes to the coaching and the platinum program, you get it's designed just for you, so it's molded around your own personal needs and your own business needs, but
Right.
you can get a lot of general information just by hanging out.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say to people out there who lack self-confidence and would like to go into the media business?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would say that all things can be overcome. So
Yes.
you don't have to, where you are is not important. It's about where you want to go. It's a matter of setting some goals and then start certain practices, certain rituals of there's a lot of, where it comes to overcoming the fears, you just have to do it like that. And there's a lot of programs. You can join Toastmasters, you can join different societies that'll help you getting up and becoming, engaged. And then too, everything is not for everybody. So you
Right.
have to find out where your voice is. Some people are better writing, and that's a good source of media, because media is always looking for content. And it doesn't matter where that content comes from, if it's in the space of video or writing, you know, print media. Just understand who you are. I would say that first.
Okay.
Understanding who you are, but you have to be confident in whatever you do to be successful.
Right.
So building up that confidence comes with just maybe some positive affirmations that you can keep telling yourself. You know, one of my favorite affirmations is I am enough, you know, and looking yourself square in the eye and saying that and believing it, visualizing. You know, these are some other metaphysical practices that I do, just doing visualization all the time, you know, getting still and surrounding yourself with the right people that will give you that encouragement, the right mentors, the right coaches that will help you walk through that process. But everything is a matter of gaining confidence to be successful in whatever you do.
Right. That's true. And for the people watching this program right now, when you realize that you have limiting beliefs, such as lack of self-confidence, just realize that you have people out there. For example, I am a life strategist. I can provide you with the tools required to help you boost that self-confidence. There is nothing you put your mind towards that you cannot achieve. Self-doubt should be out of your life this year. So feel free to reach out to myself. If you want to reach out to Wanda for the media and business coaching, feel free to always reach out. But you always need somebody who can walk you through the process. No matter how good you think you are, you always need a partner. You always need somebody who can hold you accountable to achieve your goals. So persistence is key, self-confidence, and always know that things will definitely get better. Old ways will not open new doors.
That's
If you
right.
want things to be different, you need to try something new. All right, so thank you very much, Wanda, for joining me on this program. And I look forward to having you on so many other episodes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, my pleasure. Yeah.